Good afternoon and welcome to Janki Television News. I'm Ghazal Khan and now the news details. Former Indian Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has died at the age of 92. Singh was one of India's longest serving prime ministers and he was considered the architect of key liberalizing economic reforms. As premier from 2004 to 2014 and before that as finance minister, he had been admitted to a hospital in the capital Delhi after his health condition deteriorated. Report says among those who paid tribute to Singh on Thursday were Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who wrote on social media that India mourns the loss of one of its most distinguished leader. Modi said that Singh's wisdom and humility were always visible during their interactions and that he had made extensive efforts to improve people's lives during his time as Prime Minister. Priyanka Gandhi, the daughter of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi and a Congress party member, said that Singh was genuinely egalitarian, wise, strong-willed and courageous until the end. Her brother Rahul, who leads Congress, said he had lost a mentor and guide. Singh was the first Indian leader since Jawaharlal Nehru to be re-elected after serving a full first term and the first Sikh to hold the country's top post. He made a public apology in Parliament for the 1984 riots, in which some 3,000 Sikhs were killed. But his second term in office was marked by a sting of corruption allegations that dogged his administration. The scandals, many say, were partially responsible for his Congress party's crushing defeat in the 2014 general election. Singh was born on 26 September 1932 in a desolate village in the Punjab province of undivided India, which lacked both water and electricity. After attending Punjab University, he took a master's degree at the University of Cambridge and then a DPhil at Oxford. While studying at Cambridge, the lack of his funds bothered Singh. His daughter Daman Singh wrote in a book on her parents. Ukrainian forces have captured an injured North Korean soldier who was spent to support Russia's war. South Korea's spy agency confirmed on Friday. The soldier is believed to be the first North Korean prisoner of war captured since December, when Pyongyang deployed forces to support Russia's war in Ukraine. The confirmation comes after a photo purporting to show the wounded soldier circulated on Telegram. North Korea has sent more than 10,000 soldiers to help Russia. According to Kyiv and Seoul, through Moscow and Pyongyang have neither confirmed nor denied their presence. This is the first in a string of captures and killings. Yang UK, a research fellow at the Asian Institute for Policy Studies, told the BBC, for Ukrainians, it's more beneficial to capture these North Korean troops and try to exchange them with Russians and Ukrainian prisoners of war. Recent images emerging from the Russia-Ukraine war confirmed speculations that North Korean troops will be deployed in large numbers to be assaulted by Russian command, Mr. Yang said. He also added, however, that it will be challenging to prove their North Korean nationality. Ukrainian forces say that North Korean soldiers have been issued fake Russian IDs, while Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky posted footage last week which he said showed Russian troops burning the faces of slain North Koreans to conceal their identities. Ukrainian and South Korean intelligence services have said that many of the troops deployed to Russia are some of Pyongyang's best, drawn from the 11th Corps, also known as Storm Corps. The unit is trained in infiltration, infrastructures, sabotage and assassinations. Over 3,000 North Korean troops have died or been wounded while fighting in Russia's Kursk region, Zelensky said Monday. He added that the collaboration between Moscow and Pyongyang heightens risk of destabilization around the Korean peninsula. Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. The recent deployment of North Korean troops to Russia is a sign of growing alliance between the two pariah states. The development, which comes as North Korea ratchets up tensions with South Korea, has sparked worries in the West. China, a long-standing ally of both sides, is also keeping a cautious eye on the friendship. Thank you for joining with us. Stay tuned for more updates and have a great day.